All right, just this is how we're going to get started with Movie Maker. This is on a Windows 7, and this is, I don't know what version of Movie Maker this is, about Movie Maker. This is version 2012 version of Movie Maker. Anyway, basics. First, you have some video. We've filmed a bunch of video, and if you don't know how to get video clips, you're going to have to find another tutorial for that. But for this, we filmed on an iPad. We imported this. You can do this from your phone or whatever. First step is you're going to drag or select. Now you can click here to browse for video, or you can just drag it in. I'm going to click on these and hit Control A to select all the clips that we're going to use. And I'm going to drag them and drop them right here. And what's going to happen is it's going to load these. And by the way, I suggest that when you load these clips, you're going to want to have them on your desktop. In my classroom, sometimes we have our files stored in a network folder, and you do not want to operate on them from there. So you want to drag the folder to your desktop or a drive on your computer, and then from there you open that folder, and then you're going to add them in. Now you can see that they're loading. Down here it says 6 of 31. So while they're loading, we'll just I'm going to expand this over now so you can see a little bit more of the area. So this is your viewer, and up here you can actually scrub by grabbing, this is called the Playhead, and you can take the Playhead and you can kind of scrub it over the video, and it'll make any video that we have that's working, and I can hit play, and I can hear forever. Look at him. So and you'll see that if I hover my mouse, you'll see it kind of highlights the individual clips. So there's one clip, there's another clip. I can move any clip by clicking on it and dragging it, and you'll see that there's like a little gray line between, and if I drop it, it'll so I can swap the order of clips, okay? I can also cut clips. So like if the clip is too long, so for example, I know this first clip is really long. It's got me talking, and I'm probably going to turn that sound off, but probably starting right about here when he starts to shoot again, I'm going to cut it right there. So to cut a clip, this is probably the most important thing you can learn how to do. I'm going to go to Project, no, maybe not, maybe Edit, Video Tools. There we go, Video Tools. And I got Split. I'm going to learn the shortcut because I'm going to do this a lot. M. So I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to put it on the M. Wherever the playhead is, when I hit M, it's sliced it. Now you'll see that there are two clips now, and I'm going to delete the first one because I don't want that first part. So I'm going to hit delete. Now if I hit play, starts right from him shooting. And if I want to make this bigger, by the way, I can drag this over so I can see the screen a little larger. I can make it smaller so I can see more of the clips. And then the next thing I'm going to want to do is, for this particular video, at least for this part, I'm going to turn off that sound. I don't want to hear any of the sound. I just want to see the video, and I'm going to see my main character walking in like that, and I'm going to cut. In fact, I'm going to cut before he looks back, right there. And I'm going to go ahead and hit M again, or I can hit Split. Okay? And then I'm going to delete this part because I wanted this part here, and then when he looks backwards, I wanted to get rid of that, so I'm going to hit delete. Okay? Now, play. And then I'm going to cut it right there, right when it's called cutting to the action. And basically, you want to cut to where something is happening. You don't want to have like a big pause where you're waiting for the guy to come into the screen. I'm going to get it so he's already kind of like walking in right there with his foot. I'm going to hit M. I'm going to go ahead and then this is the first part. I'm going to just delete that. Now let's watch those two clips together. And it looks smooth. It's kind of like he's walking here and then he's walking into the picture. So those are just the bare bones basics. If you want to turn the sound off, I'm going to double click on this clip, go to video volume, and just make it 0. Okay, and then if you go back now, I'll hit play. There's no sound. And I don't want sound for that necessarily. Maybe I do. You know, maybe you want to hear the basketball bouncing a little bit. And then when he's talking, I do want to hear that. So there's the basics of working with Windows Movie Maker. And one other thing that you should probably be aware of, you should also know how to save. So in this case, we're going to be saving a project file. Okay, so I always just go to Save Project As, and in your case, if you're one of my students, you're going to want to go to your H drive, or you can save onto the desktop. In this case, I'm working on the files on the desktop, so I'm going to go to the desktop into the folder called Horse Trick Shot, and I'm going to just, I'll call this Horse Trick Shot Edit 01. And then if I do another edit later, just as a backup, I might call it Edit 02, and so on and so forth. I'm going to save that. Okay, now you can see up at the top that it named it. That's a great thing. If it says untitled, that's usually not a good thing. So there you go, introduction to editing in Movie Maker Basics. Have a great day.